Officials say millions in pandemic relief funds were misspent by the governor's office.
Abby, that assessment comes from a couple of sources today: State Auditor Rob Sand and the Federal Treasury Department's Inspector General. So with that in mind, let's go live right now to KWW reporter Taylor Vessel. Taylor, let's talk about first of all, Taylor, how was that money spent? How much we're talking about?
Yeah, Ron, $21 million is the number we're talking about. That's CARES Act money that was used on a new HR software for the state. Now, just like a loan or grant, that relief money has certain stipulations. Because the feds say it was done incorrectly, the state has to fix that before the end of the year.
We are spending record amounts of money.
As the taxpayers' watchdog, the job of Auditor Rob Sand is to follow the money. Teaming up with the Treasury Department, they tell Governor Reynolds she has to reallocate $21 million that was spent on software called Workday.
And by offering this guidance now, it gives the governor's office an opportunity to redeploy those dollars to something that actually is an appropriate use.
Both in a letter sent by Sand and a Gazette article from August, a Reynolds spokesman said Workday would offer flexibility for COVID-19 hardships, leave requests, and more. In that same article, it notes that Workday wouldn't be implemented until next summer, so it's not clear how that would immediately aid the state in the pandemic.
So there are certain people's salaries that absolutely can be covered by CARES Act money.
Also under review, how the governor paid her staff with relief money. Sand calls it questionable.
Whether or not they're really an appropriate use is going to be judged in hindsight, which means if they're not doing enough work related to the pandemic, or if they haven't documented it well enough, taxpayers are going to be on the hook to repay that money.
Now, in that letter he sent to the Iowa Department of Management, Sand offers some solutions on where to put that money, including increasing testing capacity. In a recent article by the New York Times, like most states, Iowa falls below what's considered to be the necessary level of testing to stop the spread of the virus. Ron, Abby.
Yeah, Taylor, thanks for the update here tonight. Now, State Auditor Rob Sand told Taylor that he has not yet received a response from the office of Governor Reynolds.
And we also reached out this afternoon and are still waiting to hear back.